Hi, everybody, it's FIBO Group, and you are watching to the Market Watch Review. Investors pushed into another selling cycle on Thursday as the dollar tightened its grip on the currency markets. Recession fears sapped stocks and bonds experienced more interest rate pain. The MSCI Asia-Pacific Share Index outside Japan was virtually flat at the end of the day, though Japan's Nikkei managed a close 1% increase. Europe's open was brutal. Stoxx 600's share index fell nearly 2% from its open. S&P 500 futures indicated Wall Street would fall more than 1.2% after the open, with more Fed policymakers due to speak. After having its worst day since March 2020, the U.S. dollar index, which measures the greenback's value against sterling, the euro, and four other peers, fell 0.66% to 113.78. It is now not far from its 20-year peak of 114.78. Goldman Sachs reduced its 2023 oil price forecast due to weaker demand, but stated that global supply issues strengthened its long-term view of prices rising again. Asian Pacific market. The risk-sensitive Australian dollar fell 1.2% to $0 and 64,433 cents. An updated measure of consumer prices shows that annual inflation has slowed slightly from August to July. This suggests that cost pressures may be nearing a peak. Four sources familiar with the matter reported that China's central bank asked the major state-owned banks for dollars to be sold in offshore markets to support its efforts to stop the yuan from falling. One source said that the scale of this round will be quite large to protect the weakening yuan. Market of Europe. After the BOE announced an emergency bond buying plan to stabilize a gilt market that was in freefall, the British currency surged the most since mid-June. After nearly a week in financial chaos triggered by Liz Truss's plans for tax cuts and nearly a week of silence, Liz Truss, the British Prime Minister, broke her silence Thursday. She said she was open to taking controversial decisions to rekindle growth. Sterling fell by about 1% against US dollars, bringing its September fall to over 7%. This is almost twice the drop for the euro against dollar. Market of America. Investors worried about a global recession resulting from central bank rate hikes causing the Dow and S&P futures to fall for the seventh consecutive session. Investors will be closely watching weekly jobless claims. The second quarter's final economic growth figures are due. On Wednesday, the Bank of Canada announced that it will begin publishing a summary of its monetary policies, deliberations beginning next year. Canadian dollars traded 0.3% higher at 136.84 against the greenback. That's all for me. Closely monitor the news background and be prepared for all the surprises of the market.